reading the Bible and praying. Not as much as I'd like, really, because part of it is that it gets put on, for me, it gets put on the back burner, unfortunately. But I've been trying to think about it and set some time aside. My mom says she does about 10 to 15 minutes. If I can figure that, I've been trying to do that before I go to bed. In the morning when I get home, sometimes I'll get in the Bible and read a little bit. And it does actually help me go to sleep a little bit and relax a little bit. Time in worship with friends and followers of Christ. Then when we're with the kids here, they are good followers of Christ. And then Sundays, basically an hour to an hour and a half at church. But that's... And other things you do, my time is basically all taken up already. There's not much else that I do with that.
No. For me, work and work-related activities. It really varies for me. This week, the work around the house has kind of picked up a little bit because I've been feeling better. I mean, I think I did more today than I have in the last 2 months. But I also, with Firelight, I put my long-term goal of Firelight aside. Because I've been dealing with some of my own stupid crap. Hobbies and recreational activities.
You were out at 2 o'clock in the morning one night.
Yeah, and that was the first time in, what, a year?
About that. It's been, first time we've been out that late anyway.
And, just hanging out with some people we had met at the church and stuff like that.
Checked out a new movie theater.
Checked out a new movie theater. That's a recreational activity, but at the same time, even with that, I struggled with my pride a little bit on, I'm not paying for this. Typical male thing. Watching TV. Well, I'm going to say I don't do that because it doesn't say watch TV or DVDs. If it's DVDs,
I will. Then you cannot say Mom sat and watched one time for 3 hours. When we started with the movie.
Yeah.
You like DVDs.
I'm more of I like TV shows. I hate commercials. So I tend to like to buy DVD seasons. Stargate, ER, Friends, Everybody Loves Raymond, House.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. Forgive me if there's any I miss. I'm sure I'll be getting hate mail from them. No.
But in your defense, though, you got to remember you spent the last couple of months stuck in one position because you had a broken knee.
And you're basically doing.
And what were you going to do?
Yeah.
So, you weren't in front of the TV much today, so.
Exercising and developing physical health. Personally, I feel like I'm pretty physically fit other than my knees. It's the mental health that I had to work on today. Figure something, get it done, and be happy that it's done. Like, I think we bought those lights for the porch, 4 months ago? That was one of the first things we bought for the house, and I finally just got the second one up today. Being with friends. Do okay with that. Time with your spouse. That's kind of what happened last week, was because over the previous week, I think, other than crawling in bed next to her at night, we had spent, maybe a half hour together? Doing what we wanted to do?
Yeah.
It was either helping somebody, doing something for somebody else. You were running one way, I was running the other.
Good point.
Various appointments.
Yeah.
And it was really getting to me. And it was just like, I had enough. I wanted my sassy time. Time reading the Bible and praying. We'll just move on. Time in worship and with other followers of Christ. I've actually kind of enjoyed that. Annie and I have kind of started attending a different church, and it's been a blessing. I mean, tomorrow night there's a men's poker night that I was invited to, but it's a $40 buy-in. So that kind of cuts that out. Other things you do. There's other parts in life other than that.
You're helping with Auntie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just an adventure. No. The phrase is, that's not just a job, it's an adventure. It goes more for than just the military. Hang out with Auntie for a few hours, you'll understand. And now I get to pass it off to my wonderful wife.
Oi. Okay. As far as my week goes, since you've seen me last, work-related activities. Well, currently I don't have a job, so. But I consider working around here, helping out. So I probably do that, say, twice a week.
At least.
And then dishes in between. So, hobbies and recreational activities. I've slacked on my cross stitch, which is not a good thing. But as far as, like Dad said, going to the gym, I consider that recreational. Because hanging out with you guys,
It's more
doing
fun time.
stuff. Yeah, it's more fun than anything. Watching TV. I watch a lot of DVDs, Woody. So, exercising and developing physical health. Been to the gym, I think, 3 times this week.
I was thinking 3 and 4, maybe
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Well, I maybe have been 5.
Yeah.
How much weight have you lost since
How much weight have I lost since when?
we moved in?
Since we moved in?
Yeah. 10, 12 pounds?
Probably 6 or 7.
Okay.
Cool.
But I've lost almost 30 since April. So, it's kind of cool. Okay, being with friends. Not as much as I'd like to.
You're on the internet with them a lot.
Yeah, I'm on the internet with my friends a lot as far as Facebook and stuff, but other than that, not as much as I'd like to be. Specifically one person that I really like to spend time with. But let's see. Time with your spouse. Not enough lately. I don't really think we spend enough time together lately. But today I had a good time with you outside, helping you with the yard, so that was cool. Time with children? I wish. What?
Me and Daddy.
Oh, you and Dad. Okay, here we go. Parker and Susie.
Annie, which mood though from Dad and Mom?
Good point. Okay, time reading the Bible and praying. Not enough. Actually, I really slacked on that department, so I've got to get on that. Time in worship with others, followers of Christ. Time with people that are in our new church is a good thing, and being there every Sunday is a good thing. Other things you do. What else do I do? Spend time with my cat.
You keep me from pulling my hair out.
And keep Steve from pulling his hair out. So there's my week.
You've been doing good.
Thank you, Mom.
Okay, personal getting a grip list. Basically, you feel overwhelmed with all the chaos and stuff that's been going on. And, of course, in our house, there's no chaos going on over here, is there? We don't have any of that stuff, do we? Other than, David breaking his knee and Annie having to go to the hospital for tests and chasing dogs and dealing with Auntie and all that fun stuff.
And a new roof coming in.
We have a new roof coming in. That's something that Dave didn't mention. Dave worked his tail off to get us a new roof, and he got us a contractor. He got the insurance people and
To pay for it.
and we have to pay us about $600 after all is said and done, hopefully.
After about a year.